What's better than new car day? New race car day. Hey, Cor here, Canadian RC guy. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel for all our new subscribers. I think we've hit 2,300 subscribers now, and for a small channel like us, that's huge. Maybe by the end of the year, with all your guys' help, we can hit that 2,500 mark. What do you guys think? Well, as you can see on the table, it's new race car day. We finally picked ourselves up one of those Losi sprints. We're starting some indoor oval racing, carpet racing this winter. So we figure, you know what? We better get something else to drive. Now, of course, we're going to be using our mud baths and our Losi NASCAR. But we might as well keep our hands full and get ourselves one of these sprint cars. Let's get that camera flipped around. We'll go over the box panels, then get this thing out of the box. So we won't take too long going over the box panels. There's a million videos out there. You've seen them a million times. But obviously, this is the sprint car, the 22s from Losi. You can run it with the wing on, the wing off. It comes with all the stuff inside the box to be able to do that. Comes in a few different colors. A few of the guys have these at the track and they love them. I couldn't wait to get my hands on one and start ripping this thing around the track. So over here on the end panel, you can see the little sticker there. We picked ourselves up a blue one. We didn't have much choice. They're hard to find here in our part of Southern Ontario and Canada. I'm not sure about our friends down in the US, how easy or hard they are to get down there, but I know a lot of guys are wanting them. And with the indoor racing starting all over the place, man, they're hard to get. But obviously, all the information's there. You can pause it if you want. We're not going to go over it. You've heard it a million times. So just on the other back panel, it's just another nice picture that they do. They always have great pictures. This one's the blue and pink version. So over here on the end panel, just a bunch more information. You can pause it if you want to. We won't go over it. So we'll get her flipped up to the top panel. Once again, all the same information you've heard from everyone. How easy the body is to take off. It's got all threaded aluminum shocks, so you can adjust them. Adjustable turnbuckles. You name it, it's got it. Full metal transmission. Amazing sets of tires. They come with mediums, I think, but you can also get soft and hards. You run a box stock, but you can do just about anything you want with all these cars from Losi. They're Horizon Hobby guys. They're great. And over here on the bottom side, it gives you that great picture of the wingless sprints. I can't wait to run them. We call them midgets around here. We're going to have to look for some of those dirt covers right there I see on the picture. We definitely need a set of those. So let's get this box open and see what comes inside. Well, all right. Let's get into this box. We already pre-cut our tape there, so we didn't have to worry about getting out a knife and struggling. It's a nice big box, I'll have to say. Probably one of the biggest boxes we've had so far. See if we can get this thing pulled out of here. There we go. Got all your paperwork and stuff up top here. Nice set of number sheets and stuff like that. Definitely going to come handy. You don't want to have your car looking like everybody else's, that's for sure. And obviously, there's a ton of different wrap companies out there. Got our controller and stuff in there probably. Get this thing slid out of here. Alright, we'll get this box out of the way. There. Thing's falling apart in our hands. Alright. Set the big box there. See what we got here. We're all taped to the inside. We'll peel this off. You know what? Guess we gotta find our knife here. So we'll cut this off, I guess. We'll get all of that stuff in a second here. Get this cardboard all out of the way. Oh. So like I'm sure you heard me saying, we're going to be starting some carpet oval racing here. This car, I think, is going to be amazing. We have... Oh, I'm struggling. I think my poor knife is dull as crap. Let's find some scissors. All right, let's see if these will do any better. Not a whole lot, but we're going to work. So like I was saying, we're heading indoors to do some carpet oval. This thing is going to be a blast. There we go. Get this thing yanked off the box here and onto the table. Set that aside. Grab our little stand here. Put her up here. That way, hopefully you guys can see it a little bit better. So obviously, I'm going to assume this is our controller in here. Surprise, surprise, it is. So, they definitely protect everything when they're sending it, that's for sure. Don't usually see too many damages when you're getting stuff in the mail or picking it up in shops. Get some of this junk out of the way here. So there we go. That nice little Spectrum controller. Pretty simple. Fits in one hand. Pretty simple. You can drive, steer, video, anything you want to do. Great little controllers. I know a lot of guys change them out, but for now we're probably just going to run box stock just the way it is. Get some of this paperwork and stuff open and see what we've got. So obviously we won't worry about it for now, but like I said, nice big set of number sheets. Looks like there's some other stickers and stuff in there. We've got a lot going on inside this bag here. If we can just get it open, of course. So we'll get everything dumped out here. Nice job. They do a really nice job on their manuals and parts books. If you break something, want to find a new piece, upgraded stuff, everything is here. They go over refilling the shocks, you name it. Everything's right there for you. Another little bag of parts and clips, it looks like. Some tools, hardware. I do believe this is the stuff, so if you want to run it wingless, we call them midgets down here. Yeah, there's some other hardware and some batteries for your controller. Now, obviously, you can get a car that comes with a battery and a charger as well. We didn't bother just because we run different batteries, so we can get a little bit more length of running time. We do like 30 and 50 laps, and we find those stock batteries, they take too long to charge, and they just don't seem to last long enough. So we've got the car up here on our little work stand before we start tearing into it, just so we can kind of gaze at it. Man, this is a nice car. Like I said, I know a lot of you guys have seen them, own them already, but man, Losi did a fine job on this car. Right down from the Hoosier tires, that kind of stuff, like super, super nice and soft tires. And I think these are only the medium grip tires. So I'm sure if we get a set of soft tires on this thing, it's going to be even nicer. And what about foam tires? I know there's a new set of foam tires out there from a company. Maybe we're going to have a set on the channel pretty soon. That could be a hint. But right down to all the details with the exhaust and sidebars, that kind of stuff. Obviously the full metal shocks and everything adjustable. This is a great car. Driver inside, of course. You can get a million different wraps out there for this thing to make it your own. Obviously that's something we're going to do. If you guys have any ideas on what we should do to wrap this thing, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. But let's tear into this car and see what we got inside. We dropped her down off the stand just to make it a little bit easier. Pretty simple body removal on this thing. Just a little button right back there. Just click her, lift up, whole top half of the body comes off, and get right underneath to that chassis. Pretty simple. So obviously putting the body back on is pretty darn simple. There's just a little lip there, a little spot right there in front. You just kind of slide her in place, push her down in there, get her in there. Plop her in place, you can hear that click. You're ready to go racing, just like that. And now you see me drop it, man, it's got a great suspension. I know the guys on the dirt track are loving these things. They are a little bit hard to handle, but man, I can't wait to get this thing on the carpet. So we figure we'll start with the electronics, motor, that kind of stuff. I'm sure lots of you guys know already, but right down here, 3300 kV Spectrum motor. And yes, it's a girly pen we're using. Flip her upside down, she gets naked. Pretty fun pen. We got it for our birthday. So and obviously from Spectrum as well, you got that 45 amp ESC right there that's running the whole thing. And then the SR 215 2-in-1 receiver. And of course, steering everything right here. You got that Spectrum all metal gear servo. It seems to be holding tough and true so far. Once again, haven't seen anyone have any issues with that. A lot of guys have changed out that 2-in-1 for their own Dumbo RC or Fly Sky, something along those lines, just to have a little bit more control and options. But like I said, for now, we're just going to leave it the way it is, other than some tires coming up soon. So this thing has a really nice suspension. It's nice and soft. It drops, it flops well. Not that you're jumping it, but man, out on that dirt oval, you can hit some pretty hard bumps. So of course, there's lots of adjustments to this thing. Front and rear, you can adjust your toe in and out, your camber, and of course, those full metal shocks, fully adjustable. I think this thing's going to be a fun. We're going to have to get a nice setup sheet done for this thing. We're obviously new at it, so we have no idea what we're doing when we're heading inside to the carpet. But definitely, I think this is a good start for us. And really, like I said, you guys have heard it all. It's like an all aluminum chassis, plastic composite wings, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty simple, pretty set up and ready to go. We'll have to change our connector. But other than that, I think this thing is ready to hit the track. We'll get our body put back on here. A little bit more, there we go, clamp her back on. Like I said before, the details they did with this thing, wonderful. Obviously, we know the big issue with this thing is that diff. That'll be our next video. We're going to get this thing pulled apart a little bit, get the screws taken out, get them Loctited in, because we don't want them coming apart on our first night of racing. Well, I guess that's pretty much it for the box opening, going over this car. A million other videos out there. We're just trying to compete with them that did it a year ago when this car came out. But here for us on the channel, first sprint car, hopefully not our last sprint car. We have those mini Bs and mini Ts, and we know HackFab makes some great kits out there to turn those into some nice 118, 116 scale sprint cars. That's definitely going to be coming up here now that we're doing some indoor oval racing this winter. We got some builds to do. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to hit the track in this video with this car. We're not starting our indoor racing for about another week, 8 days. So if you're not a subscriber, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and ring that bell. That way you get all the upcoming videos with this, our Mud Boss racing, our NASCAR racing, all our builds that are going to be coming up over the winter, lots of crawler stuff coming, you name it, we're going to be hitting it on this channel. And like I said, remember, we got a different set of tires coming for this thing, so you don't want to miss out on that video. So thank you so much. We'll see you again next time.